All right, so these are some stories from the Lubavitcher Rebbe's Memoirs, and this is of the early Chassidim. This is before the Baal Shem Tov, and now we're going over the history of Lubavitch. So last week we talked about a person, Binyamin, who was a hidden tzaddik. He was a mystic who basically paralyzed these robbers who were attacking a house and attacking a girl, and people sort of forgot about him, and they forgot that he was something special. Now, while he's older and he doesn't have any children, he's married, and someone shows up to town. His name is Wolfe, and people are like, okay, this is really weird. Why would someone show up to town here? This is a pretty small Jewish village, very difficult to make a living here, and someone shows up who's just a simple cobbler. So like, this doesn't make sense. Why would this guy be here? And there's really nothing special about him, and he hangs out with Binyamin, so they think that these guys, they're basically losers. They don't really pay any attention to them, and they keep on leaving for weeks at a time, months at a time, and they come back, so they think they're very strange. And one day, there's hidden tzaddik, there's hidden tzaddikim, but there's also tzaddikim who are not hidden. So there's a revealed mystic, people who recognize a mystic, who comes to town and says, where is Binyamin? They're like, Binyamin, why are you looking for him? These guys, don't you know? He is a tzaddik. He's a mystic, and I'm looking for him. And they're like, oh my gracious, I didn't realize when he comes back, we're gonna have to show him all kinds of honor because of what he did to the girl. We didn't realize it. He's actually a hidden tzaddik. So they figure when he gets back to town, they're gonna show him all kinds of honor. But when he gets back to town, guess what happens? Something frequently happens in that time. It's one of the worst things that can happen. A fire broke out. It's happened a lot back then. A fire broke out. All the houses burned down. So at this point, they don't care if he's a hidden tzaddik or not. They've got too much to worry about. So they are pretty tough people. They can go out, chop wood, make a house. So they're busy chopping wood, making a house. Now, Binyamin, he's too old to do this. He's getting older now, so he has to hire some people to do some work and to build a house. So he's having his house built, and they're realizing that the house he's building is a pretty big house. It's like, wow, why does he need a house so big? Well, lo and behold, he builds a really big house, and they realize, wait a second, he's not building a house, he's building a base medrash. And they're like, uh-oh, we forgot to do this. We forgot to build a base medrash. But he thought of that. So he built a big house, and they called it Binyamin's base medrash. So that house burned down and was rebuilt and burned down and rebuilt, but they always called it Binyamin's base medrash. So he got older in years, and he was going to pass away. So he says, he doesn't have anyone to inherit this. So he takes a couple, Tzvi, Aryeh, and Leah, Breine, and he says, you know what, I'm going to pass it on to them. They're going to get all my wealth. They're going to get my house. They're going to get all my vineyards and everything. But they have to take orphans. Anyone who's an orphan, with my money, they have to take care of. And anyone who's a wayfarer, anyone who's traveling, needs a place to stay, they need to do that. So basically, they decide to do that, and they do that. And while this is going on, Wolfe continues to live in the town. He's a simple person, but then someone else shows up, and they're like, "Whoa, guys, do you know who Wolfe is? He's the ilui of Lutsk. This guy is a hidden tzaddik." So they blow his cover, and they're like, wow, we have a hidden tzaddik in our presence. He can't work anymore as a cobbler. We have to show him great honor. And he's like, oh no, my cover's been blown. They know I'm a hidden tzaddik. They remember what Binyamin did. And he says, you know what? I can't stay in this town anymore. His first wife was also from a big Gaon. She died, and he remarried a simple tailor's daughter. And he says, look, I can't stay in this town. I'm going to get too much honor. You have a choice. You can either go with me wherever I go, or we have to get a divorce if you want to stay here. She says, no, I'll go with you. So he leaves because he doesn't want to have any honor. He wants to be a hidden tzaddik. And he travels around, and he finally founds a town which he says, you know what? I can be here as a hidden tzaddik, Lukatsh. He goes to Lukatsh, and he says, I'm going to be here as just a hidden tzaddik. And they call him Dobra Wolf, good Wolf. He's a nice guy. He's a good cobbler. He does their shoes at a really low price. He'll fix it for almost nothing, and they like him, but he's a quiet person. But this is a bigger town. So now something happens. There's a priest in that town, and what do the priests always want to do to the Jews? Well, there's a lot of things they want to do. But one of the things they'd really like to do is they like to get them to convert to Judaism. To convert to Christianity. So the priest wants to get the Jews to convert. So first he tries to be really nice to them, has everybody be really nice to the Jews. If we're really nice to them and we show how good Christianity is, they'll convert to Christianity. But do they do it? No. So they said, okay, that's it. If they're not going to convert, we got to be really tough. We're going to debate them. We're going to debate them, and we're going to show them how their religion is wrong and our religion is right. And these people, they don't really know that much. These are just simple people. So the priest gathers everyone up, and he challenges them to a debate. I challenge you to send someone up and to refute my arguments. Now, can they do it? No, they can't do it. So he says, see, if you can't refute my arguments, you're going to have to convert to Christianity. And then someone says, I'm going to debate you. And they're like, who is this? Wolfe. Wolfe says, I'm going to debate you. And he thinks, oh, this simple guy, this is going to be easy. He doesn't know anything. And Wolfe gets up there super confident, and he speaks in a perfect Polish. He completely destroys the priest. He shows that everything that he was quoting was wrong. He's quoted things wrong. He's misunderstanding things. And he basically humiliates the priest. Everybody understood exactly what he said. And they realized, oh yeah, he knows what he's talking about. We won. And the Christians are fine. Okay, great. Yeah, the Jews are right. We're going to just forget about this. Priest is really upset. But now they know Wolfe is a hidden tzaddik. So he tells his wife, we got to leave, we can't stay. So he leaves, he goes away, and they're really disappointed. Things are quiet for a while, but now the squire, the Moritz's, son gets involved, and they start this up again. And they start trying to get the Jews to convert, and the nobleman's son gets in on it, and he starts challenging them, and they bring them all back together again. And they start doing the debate, and they say, now who's going to debate us? Well, Wolfe had left, but guess what? He showed up. He heard what was happening. He came back, and he says, guys, remember me? I'm here to debate you. And he goes up. Same thing happens, and he absolutely destroys the priest and destroys the squire's son. He humiliates them. They look completely stupid. He knows all the answers. He's seen all this before. He's read all the books. Nothing, you can't get past him. And he tells his wife, look, I can't leave. I have got to stay here to protect the Jewish people. I'm not going to leave. Well, they go to Kiev and they say what happened. The priest is humiliated. He's upset. So he goes to the cardinal. He goes to the other people. And guess what they do to Wolfe? They arrest him. They bring him to the bigger city, to Kiev. And now they're going to debate him. And they're going to bring the top cardinals, the top people, to debate him. And they said, we're going to get this guy. And for months and months, he has to debate them. And who wins? Wolfe. Wolfe wins. But he doesn't win. He wins, but he doesn't win. He wins debating them, but they don't play fair. They don't play by the rules. And they say, well, yeah, he won, but he did something wrong. He embarrassed Christianity. He's talking bad about Christianity, and for that, death. So they try him, and they get all kinds of fake people and all kinds of fake accusations, and they find him guilty, and they say, what's the punishment? Burn him alive in front of everybody. But he didn't have any children, but guess what? Now his wife is pregnant, and he's about to have a baby. But everyone in the town does everything to stop it, but they can't, and sure enough, they burn him alive. Now she's pregnant, she has nowhere to go. She goes back home to Lubavitch. Her father's old. She has to work as a housekeeper. She won't take any charity. She has a child. She won't take any charity. She learned that from her husband. And she worked so hard that guess what? She worked herself to death. She got sick. She died. And now she left an orphan. But she named the orphan Wolfe after her. And we said, who's going to take care of orphans? Leah, Breine, and Tzvi, Aryeh. Now, when Binyamin, who was Wolfe's friend, passed away, he says, I didn't have any children. If you have 2 children, if you have a male, name him after me. And if you have a girl, name him after my wife, Sarah. So they had 2 children, Binyamin and Sarah. And now they've adopted Wolfe, and Binyamin and Wolfe become best friends, just like the parents were. And now they're raising them like a family. And we will end there until next week.